buddy. P1 right there.
Alright, finally after some technical difficulty, we're back live, guys. Welcome to Season 26, Week 2 here in the No Toad Racing League ARCA Gen 4 Series. These guys tonight be racing at a very loose track here at Kansas. Starting at dusk and transition into the night. Johnny Brugg, news came out after the race was over. Johnny Brugg actually did win last week's race at Talladega. I guess Nelson's tires went a centimeter below the yellow line, and it caused Brugg to get that win. And currently after qualifying, we go. Current fast time is Nash out there with a 30.25, Brugg P2, and Nelson coming across P3. Also joined tonight by Mr. Justin Adams, who mistakenly joined as a racer.
We're not going to talk about it.
I think
they thought my press pass was a driver. They put me in there. I don't know what happened, man. I'm just out here, okay?
I think what it was is they had a stock of Sergeant's Giddy-Up drink, and you had to be a racer to be able to get you a new supply, because I heard you ran out.
Yeah, I've been running a little low the past couple of months. I've been kind of trying to scrape by, getting, the little shot glasses that, Gary's able to provide. But I mean, that was part of the deal today. You kind of caught me, to be honest with you. I mean, Sarge, can I get a can real quick?
Sarge actually messaged me. He said he was gonna plan on coming back today, but I think he had some issues come up. I think with work or something like that, where he couldn't come in here. So hopefully we'll get the boss man back next week. Been missing you out here, Gary. I know you're taking care of some personal stuff, but we definitely missing you out there on track.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's definitely a different vibe out there, not having the Sarge being with us, turning laps, having a good time. But again, wish him all the best with everything that he's obviously been going through. It's been a tough time for him, but I'm sure he'll be back when he's feeling up to it. So all the best to Sarge as well.
Yeah, currently still waiting on a couple guys to go out there on track. So for Tyler Merritt, he thought they're putting in his lap times down. Got 22 drivers, 23 registered. Well, technically 24. So it should have 23 racers out there. Current pull time is Kevin Nash. As we look for Merritt, looks like he did put in a time. Merritt a little bit slower than we used to see. Usually seeing Tyler Merritt up in the top 5 in qualifying. Struggling so far here tonight in the P14. Joshua Corner still out there on track. That will end qualifying. Before we go over our starting grid, go ahead and take a look at the race info, the track temp and all that fancy stuff. So due to being nighttime, a cool 71 degrees, a very cool track temp, 72 degrees. So they say it's loose. So, I mean, that's just these cars have a 900 plus horsepower, if you ask me. A little bit of a tailwind coming their way. So keep that in mind as well. While we check over the official starting lineup, Michael Nash getting that pole position with a 30.25. Outside of him would be Chad Bear. Row 2, you'll have Johnny Brugg and Benjamin Nelson. Those two are going to be fighting it out all race long. They'll be putting on a show like they always do. Charles Wood and Jeff Hollingsworth, row 3. Row 4, you have John Creeler and Joseph Wilby. Row 5, around at your top 10, Christian Locks and Alex Chase. Row 6, Brad Kress and TJ Warren. Row 7, Ethan Owen, Tyler Merritt. Row 8, Grant Fishier, Bart Howick. Row 9, you'll have Paul Crumey and Daniel Williams. Row 10, Joshua Corner, James Durr. Row 11, Thomas Volano and Nim Silva. Round out your field in row 12, Mitchell Williams and Kobe Sutphin. Well, Mitchell Williams is in the booth, so he won't be rounding out the top 12. Or top the field, I should say. Well, Justin, gonna have 100 laps of racing here tonight. Do you think these guys can keep it green? We saw it a lot last season.
I'm pretty confident in the group this evening. I do know that we have a bunch of newcomers here, so I'm going to be a little reserved to start. I'll get more of a feel of it probably, 5-10 laps in, kind of see where everyone kind of just settles in, and then we'll see. But I've got high hopes.
And you said it. We have a bunch of newcomers. Was not able to go on the YouTube last week, so in case you didn't be able to see it, all these cars you're seeing in the 700 range, that's going to be Hollingsworth in the 709, Williams in the 719, Crumey in the 720, and Woods in the 750. These are all guys new to this league. I believe after this race, they'll be able to change their number out of the 700. I think you got to do 2 races for that to happen. So if they've ran this race and last race, well, we very well might see them in a new number next week.
I believe that is the case. I don't see why that's wrong. Yeah, no, it's definitely 2 races. Yep, you're right, 100%. Oh no, I missed the start of the race.
What are you going to do? Well, Pacer's going to pull off. We're going to go Barney the Flagman with Michael Nash. And Bear leaving the green. Green is out and off they go 2 by 2 through the trioval into turn 1. As keep an eye on that one machine. Johnny Brugg, he likes to get going fast and lead a lot of laps. As Benjamin Nelson already putting it 3 wide on the outside, trying to get something working. Michael Nash going to fend him off going into turn 3. Benjamin Nelson making moves from going from 4th to 2nd on the first lap.
We already have TJ drop back going into pit road here.
Did he have a black flag for something?
He did.
Let's go back and watch that restart real quick. We'll keep an eye on TJ, see what happened here. I didn't see nothing wrong on that restart.
Yeah, I don't see why he would have gotten a black flag.
Yeah, while we're going back checking on what happened there, Benjamin Nelson able to get around Michael Nash, and Johnny Brugg not making his way around him. Yeah, I didn't see anything that caused a black flag there.
No, there was absolutely nothing there. I mean, maybe because he squeaked barely ahead of, who is this? 29?
No, because he held his line.
I mean, he squeaked just ahead of the 29.
Oh, you know what?
But he dropped so far back before they crossed the line.
I wonder if he got the. Why would he enter pits though? I wonder if he got the black flag for speeding on pit lane. But I'm so confused why he actually entered pit lane.
That's. I don't know about that one.
We got a
He's
nice.
only just coming out.
Yeah, we got a nice little pack of, I believe, 7 cars starting to break away a little bit. Top 7 all within a second. Back to the 18 of Joseph Willoughby. And then behind them, you'll have the 54 of Alex Chase leading this next pack of cars. But also something that I was able to mention last week on the YouTube. Points changed. So the only bonus points you get now are for leading the lap and pole. It surprised me, Justin, but I could have swore back in the day you got a point for leading the most laps, but I guess not.
Yes. So the way it used to work, it was point for leading a lap, and yes, there were also bonus points for leading the most laps in the race.
No, there wasn't. Johnny Brugg looked it up. No, my bad. correction. There wasn't. They didn't give a bonus point for a pole. That's what it was.
Yes. No,
That's what threw me off.
That's a formula thing. No, is it?
See, you're as confused as me.
It's not a formula pole point. I was thinking there used to be, but there's not. I don't know where that came from. I think it might have been something that's being discussed.
I could have swore back in the Gen 4 era, maybe going into the Gen 5, if you got pole, you got a bonus point for that, but you didn't. This race going by quick, already on lap 8. Let's go ahead and ride on board. Let's ride on board with Michael Nash in that 4th position, get an idea how these cars are handling. Michael Nash doing as I said, that getting a little loose in corner exit. Well, Michael Nash doing a really good job keeping that car planted to the track as much as he can, rolling through the center of corners.
And I'm back on board here with the 810 of Obi starting 23rd. He's all the way up to 14th, and he's making a good charge.
Yeah, I've raced around Kobe before and I've broadcast for him. He can be a little aggressive at times, but he's also very smart in particular with how he gets his way through the field if he starts in the back. Oh, car into the wall right in front of him. I believe it was the 05. No, that was the 9 getting in the wall a little bit. Oh, and Kobe got in the wall a little bit there.
I think he's going to be a guy to watch this race. I'm liking his progress. He's getting a big run out of turn 2 all the way up the backstretch.
Yeah, and
now he's already diving inside the 30.
And that run with a big product of the 30 getting really loose, having to catch the car off of turn 2. Kobe running a really cool paint scheme. I want to get a closer look at that. It looks really sick.
That's a nice LA Lakers scheme, that's for sure.
Oh, it's an LA Lakers and Michael Jordan scheme, and it says GOATs on the back. That is a Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. That looks pretty cool. I'll give you guys a close look at that bumper he got. Let's take a look at that front bumper. See if I can't get a look on the side, the left side, or right side of his car. I will say this though, with it being October, I'm kind of a little upset. I'm not seeing a lot of pink out there.
Yeah, I'd say we'll start seeing some of those paint schemes roll out in I'd say by next weekend.
Take a look for the battle for the lead. It's really starting to heat up. Nelson all over that back bumper of Brugg. Nelson a little bit quicker that last lap by, about 4/100ths quicker to be on the outside. Ooh, I don't know if that outside is where you want to be at the pass. Actually, as I say that, he gets a really good run here off the corner exit off the 2. Here comes Michael Nash into the picture, too.
.30 up into the wall, grinding, still rolling. Lost the position.
Yeah, and if you ask me, Justin, I think these top 3 they're fitting in the top 3. 3 of the most consistent drivers we have in this league. I mean, the 709's up there too. This is only the 2nd race I broadcasted with him in it. Last week was, of course, Daytona. Anything can happen there. He had a pretty good run going. Him and his buddies, they were running up front most of the race. I think a late race wreck might have got them involved.
Yeah, they were. They definitely ran well. That's for sure. But I definitely agree. Oh my goodness, excuse me. The top 3 we've got, bar none, these are our top 3 guys in the league when it comes to consistency, 100%. I'd say Willoughby's up there as well. Willoughby's been pretty consistent from what I've seen as well. I mean, he's running 6th.
Oh, and I love that scheme. Oh, you mentioned his name. He got into the wall. There goes the good old broadcaster's curse. 750 getting really tight at corner entries and open the door for Willoughby to get some momentum down low.
Yeah, and Willoughby should get him coming out of 2, I believe.
And the one thing I love about the Gen 4s is out of all the stock cars I've ever raced, this car forces you to be almost perfect every lap. Because if you overshoot a corner, you just lose so much momentum on corner exit compared to any other car.
Yeah, and I mean, and especially with how much horsepower is under the hood on this thing, I mean, the same thing. I mean, you put a little bit too much gas into that thing, and you're gone around. So, really, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? Basically, on razor's edge, literally every lap with this thing.
Yeah, and the big shocker right now with the 91, our outside pole sitters, Wilby must have had some issues falling back, but lose 2 spots here. He has fallen back from 2nd all the way down to 7th. Definitely keep an eye on him. He might be playing a little bit of tire saving strategy here.
I mean, I say that I do that every week when I race, that I save tires, and it never gets me anywhere.
I don't know how to save tires to save my life.
But I would agree. Wow. I would say he's doing the same thing. Look at this, taking this high line on the 750 here and just gone around him.
Blew past him. You think he's on fresh tires, or how fast he got around that 709?
Yeah, so I'm thinking he's playing smart here. The 750 appears to be having a little trouble, maybe. All of a sudden, he's riding up that track pretty hard.
Oh!
18 into him. Both save it.
And I always... Oh!
As I said, Willoughby's being consistent. Now I'm scared. Okay, now I'm scared.
And I always say that it doesn't look like that big of a save, but when you're going 180 plus miles an hour, let's get a rough idea of what they're going on corner exit. Let's pull up the dashboard here.
Oh yeah.
So off a corner exit, they're going about 160. To collect that car when you get tapped like that, it is no easy task. You're sawing at that wheel.
Oh, absolutely.
Someone's in the grass.
I mean...
They might have shortcut the apron a little bit. Another guy making his way through the field. I mentioned it earlier, didn't have quite a qualifying run he wanted. Tyler Merritt up 4 spots. He's made his way up in the top 10. Another big mover we have. We mentioned him earlier, the 810 of Kobe Sutphin. He has made his way up to 13th, up 10 spots from where he started.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the car to watch.
Oh, it's getting dicey up here. Wow.
Missed qualifying, but I mean, still, to make your way from the back of the pack all the way up, as we got Silva getting lapped.
Oh, 3 wide here. This is getting dicey.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna see how the drivers are gonna react here. His Nima is actually slowing down to let these guys go. He doesn't want to get in the way.
Oh my lord. How are they not wrecking? And this what makes this league so great. I have never seen such tight action racing all race long and little to no wrecks. There is so much take, but there's also the same amount, if not more, give.
I think for me personally, I do like that with this league. We all love to drive. We drive hard. There's a lot of passion, but we also understand when we don't need to make the move. We actually respect each other when it comes to that. Ooh. So we do give a lot of leeways. 18 of 29 almost banged doors.
Yeah, and at the same time, Merritt hit that wall pretty hard. Benjamin Nelson is your leader. He has about a second or so lead on Brugg, about half a second. But we're back here watching this battle. This is a battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th back here with Merritt, Loxon, Chase. I don't know 750 yet. Woods.
Yeah, I mean we've got a really good battle from 7th all the way back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good tight racing right here.
Get a chopper cam view of this action going on.
TJ almost binned it in the tri-oval. He was close. He kept it under, but he got real loose.
Oh, someone blinked out. Currently 25, 100 in. 2 cars, 1 or more laps down. Silva's a lap down, and Warren is 2 laps down. It's going to pits. Alex Chase getting stuck into the wall. Going to lose 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 spots going down the backstretch entering turn 3. maybe even 5, depending on what kind of run Kobe can get here off a corner exit. And Kobe made his way to 12th.
I think this is definitely, I'm sticking with my sleeper pick here. As Willoughby gets loose, Kobe tapping the wall a tiny bit.
And it doesn't seem to affect him too much.
No, I think he caught just enough of it to say, hey, I'm here. And he said, oh, sorry, my bad. And then immediately turned down.
And you gotta wonder, if they can make it to lap 33, I'm pretty sure we're gonna start seeing cars come in between 34 to 35, splitting this race into threes. Because if they couldn't make it to 33, I think we'd already see some takers down pit lane, but everyone's still out there on track.
Yeah. Ooh, the 54!
Not gonna be a wreck. No? That involved 2 cars. Surprise. Admin didn't throw that caution?
They came together, but they're still moving on tracks. And I mean, it didn't, from what I was able to see, it didn't look awful.
I mean, we'll rewind it here and see exactly what happened to the 54 while it's still green flag racing. The 54 just got way loose. Collects the 18 in it. 99 get through.
It was just enough contact to just unsettle both cars. Not
that should have
enough
been a
to actually
caution.
stop them.
There's a ton of cars involved in that.
Was there? Oh, I only saw the
yeah. Very surprised the caution didn't fly there. I mean, Wilby was damn near stopped on the track going down the backstretch.
Oh, I see Willoughby now. Yep.
But compared to their best times, 30.6-ish, they're now running, oh my gosh, it's a 2-second fall off almost. Holy cow. I've never seen a fall off that bad. That's insane. 2-second fall off. Wow.
Welcome to Kansas.
and you know what? I had mentioned the dude, the 91 before, falling back. He has made his way back to third, and the last time by, he was the fastest on track.
Yep. He bid his time, and now it's his time. So you're going to see him now slowly start to catch up. You can already see he's getting a big run on TJ here in turn 1 already.
Yeah, he's running about a tenth, almost a tenth quicker than the 2 leaders in front of him right now.
See what he gets on this lap here. TJ with a little love tap. Or not TJ, sorry. Johnny. He's definitely going to get a run on Johnny coming out of 4 going into 1. He's definitely catching him here. And they stay even on the back stretch. He got a little bit of a better drive off that time, and now he's right up on him.
And last time by, he was actually over a tenth quicker than the leader, Nelson. And this is going to be interesting because last season, in the second half of the season, Nelson was definitely the strongest car on the long run. We never really saw anyone able to compete with him. And here comes the 91 on lap 33, around the time I thought he would come to pit lane. If you ask me, I think he's coming a little early. I would have stayed out there a little bit longer. You have a really good long run. Try to gain a little more time on the leaders, but him and Loxton are coming this time by.
I think that he showed them that he has the long run speed, how he caught up to Johnny, and now he's undercutting him on tires. I don't actually blame the call.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a 2-second fall off right now. So,
and if he gets out there on fresh tires, right away, and he's going to make up a ton of time back. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets ahead of Johnny by the time Johnny pits.
Yeah, they're still out there. Interesting call by Johnny and Ben choosing to stay out, maybe hoping for a caution during green flag pit stops.
Yep, we've got Nash still out on track as well, so I think they might be holding out for that. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we see somebody come in here in the next 2 laps.
And here comes Broggs to come by.
And we've got Nash coming in.
Nelson choosing to stay out. Very interesting. And he said last season his main worry was pit strategy, and
Cody's back in the pit again? No, sorry, never mind. I'm losing my head all of a sudden.
He's not coming to pit lane.
Yeah, the 810 did come into pit lane with them. Look, oh my god. Oh, well. All right. So 91 comes out a lap down in 17th. Let's see where he does officially sit once everything is all cycled through. Nelson just hit pit road.
Now that's where the 91 blends in at. 91 first car. They came to pit lane. And he's already blown past Brooks. Brooks on the apron still.
Yeah, so like I said, he blew through him. He was second. He's gonna catch Benjamin. He's gonna take the lead here. And like I said, with what his pace was like on that last lap, how he was catching, I think his tire saving is gonna do him wonders here in the long run.
Yeah, and Ben just not leaving pit lane, and here comes the 91 flying by him on track, and he's easily gonna blend in front of Ben.
So there's a 2-lap difference between him and Ben. We'll see how this plays out in the next 25 laps. We'll see what these pit time fall-offs are going to be like. But like he's ahead right now.
Easily. We'll go ahead and here in a couple laps with everyone pits, we'll pull up a pit chart and give you an idea on what everybody is running on pit strategy. And not only is he in front of Ben, he's in front of Ben by about 3 seconds. Williams corner, both Williams corner, Volano still have yet to pit.
Volano just hit pit lane now, so the only ones that are left, the only ones that are left are Corner and Williams right now on track. Maybe these guys are also hoping for the same thing, but however, most of the field's already pit. I think they have to pit this lap.
Unless they think they can make it halfway, I don't see the point of staying out. I mean, they're already 19 seconds. They're only 19 seconds ahead of Bear, who just pitted.
I'm just trying to put it together in my head a little here, because if their fall off is as hard as it's gonna be, is staying out longer right now gonna benefit them in the long run? Unless they're hoping for like a third of the way caution and pit with everybody else then to get caught up? I can't see them only making this on 2 sets of tires.
You mean, yeah, 2 sets technically.
Volano with a black flag. Let's see what happened to Volano here.
And here comes Mitchell this time by. He's going to hand the lead over to Corner. Unless Corner's coming, he is. So it's going to actually hand the lead over to Bear in the 91 on that pit strategy. Going to put him in the lead. Nelson has closed that gap to about a second and a half. That gap actually is 1.2 seconds back to Nelson. Take a quick look at last time's by. A Bear running about 3/10 slower, but we saw us had a Bear to start the race. He fell back to 7th, made his way all the way back up to, I believe it was 2nd. Did he get around right before he pitted? I don't think he did.
Bear, sorry?
Yeah, I don't think Bear got around right before he pitted.
No.
Oh, and the 97 into the wall. That's Silva. Keeps her going, though. Nelson able to close that gap down to a 1-1.
So I'm wondering if Nelson, oh my God, Nelson's pushing a little bit early to try to catch up and save tires late, or if again because Chad is saving these tires, and if Nelson's going at the same pace again. Is this earlier strategy and tire saving going to be better again 20-25 laps down the road and pit stops here?
I mean, I'll say this. If you're Bear and you have a 3+ second lead coming out on fresh tires, there's no need to push the car. Do what you need to do to save the tires, and by the time Nelson catches up to you, he's going to use up his tires making the ball like ground.
Yep, absolutely.
And Nelson started actually losing a little bit of ground. It was up to a 1 second flat, now back to a 1-1.
And I need to say it in about 20 seconds from now, and it needs to be said, and I know what's going to happen the second it comes out of my mouth. In 2 seconds, or once he crosses the line, I'll say it.
There you go, me caution.
All right, and we're now officially at the halfway point of week 2, the NTRL here at Kansas, with a caution-free race.
Yeah, and
as I was saying the word caution, I watched Willoughby hit the wall. So I was a little hesitant. But again, this is kind of what we're used to seeing in the NTRL, long green flag racing.
Oh, Mitchell definitely on the fresher tires. I thought he was about to take out the lead there for a second. But looking at the schedule, we got Iowa next week, and glad we got Iowa, because that brings up what I was wanting to mention. I can't believe Cup's going there. That's cool.
Oh, they're going back. Was the schedule actually released today?
Here's the thing. Something I didn't know either. Cup has never went there. Xfinity and Trucks has, but Cup has never went to Iowa. There'll be an announcement about it tomorrow, but it's been all over social media that it's pretty much set in stone. They're going to go to Iowa, which I have a gut feeling that's going to be the track that replaces Auto Club. Nelson actually closing that gap. It's now down to 6/10. Hollingsworth having a good run. He's made his way up into 4th during that pit cycle. Speaking of pit cycle, let's go ahead and look at the top 10 pit strategy they have. See who's on what tires. We pop it up for you. Everyone pitted. Bear pitted 19 ago. Kind of spread out actually. 19 laps ago, 17 laps ago. Brugg and Hollingsworth 18 laps ago. Everyone on somewhat of the same set of tires. It's not, no one really short pitted it. Alex Chase was actually the first one to come to pit lane. I missed that. He came to pit lane 22 laps ago. 2 laps before anybody else did. And he's having a good run too. He's currently running in that 9th position. Oh, did not mean to do that. Next pit cycle will probably start here in about 11 laps or so, and I'm wondering if Nelson has learned from his mistake, and would not be surprised if I see Nelson pit on the same lap as Barrett this time by. He had to make up those 3 seconds, and he's there. He just lost so much time staying out those extra 2 laps.
Yeah, we'll see. I know Nelson's good on tires and stuff, but I don't know. And it's kind of the same thing with Brugg. Brugg is right in that same very vague wheelhouse of, do you pit with him or do you pit with Nelson? I mean, they're pretty much neck and neck, but I kind of agree with you. I think if I'm Nelson, I pit with him this time by.
I mean, looking at the last 5 laps, Nelson has been faster 3 of the 5.
They'll be very close this time by too.
No, actually, Nelson a 10th and a half faster.
Nelson might be pushing a little, which is totally fine, especially if he has it in mind that he's going to pit with him this time around, or this round of pit stops. I think what he's doing is totally fine.
I don't know if he's necessarily pushing it. Last green flag cycle, I saw Nelson run the high line. This cycle, he's been sticking to that low line through the corners. I think Nelson might have figured something out.
Yeah, we'll see what his lines are going to look like through here. So he's going high.
I mean, he wasn't in the Coke Series for nothing.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And there he goes going in.
Yeah, that lap
Nelson's definitely going to go way better runoff of turn 4. So pretty much the reverse of where, oh my goodness, where Bear was getting the run on Johnny coming out of 4. It's the exact same thing, just, you know, Nelson on Bear. And he got loose coming out of turn 2 there, wobbled, and Nelson's all over the back bumper, and he's looking to pass him coming out of 4 here.
Yeah, I think Bear's biggest issue is that lap car in front of him, the 719 and Williams. He's been trying to get around for the last 5 laps or so. He can't get the run off the corner. Williams doing a great job doing what he can to stay on the lead lap in case we see that yellow flag.
Oh, he's definitely doing a phenomenal job here. I mean, even then, making Bear work to get around him to just, again, wear his tires out, and Nelson's just reaping rewards right now.
Kind of out there looking like Ryan Newman. Tyler Merritt come to pit lane a couple laps early. He's a lap down, though. Oh, I wonder if Merritt got caught speeding. He was running in the top 10 before the last green flag cycle started.
I'll keep my eyes peeled on the ticker here to see if he does get assessed a black flag.
And how about Kobe has made his way all the way up to 6th place from starting in 23rd?
That's big. That's really big. He's just real smooth ride. He's all over the bumper of Michael Nash right now. And he's inside of Nash coming through the tri-oval.
Yeah,
and he's around Nash just like that.
I can move him into the top 5 for the first time here tonight. Oh, and he gets a little looser off corner exit of 2.
Right now, we've got a battle for the lead, neck and neck. This lap car is, I swear it's Daytona pulling blocks out of here.
And Nelson going to try to use him with a pick. The lap car doesn't know where to go. He has a 2-wide battle for the lead behind him, all while trying to stay on the lead lap.
He essentially has nowhere to go. I mean, other than making a hard left and going to the apron. But I mean,
he's doing a hell of a job. They're 3 wide here, exiting the corner. Oh, it's going to slow Nelson down. He's not going to get the corner exit he wants.
Chad went into that corner hot.
Here in 65, Chad might be pitting here next time by.
Yeah, he went into that corner hot. He pushed it heavy.
Oh, he got a little loose off the corner exit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's coming in the next 2 laps.
Oh, he's coming in this time by, actually.
Yes, he is. Wow, undercutting Nelson again. So here's the thing. Here's exactly what I was talking about. He done enough work just then to stay ahead of Nelson. Now where it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, if you're Nelson, you have to pit this time by.
I completely agree.
I mean, because Nelson had a good 2-second lead or so in front of Bear before Bear came in last time. And that's what Nelson's going to do. Nelson coming in this time by. He knows he cannot risk staying out as long as he did last time.
Yeah, with these long green flag runs that the long green flag run we've had, there's, from what I've been seeing from the field, there's not been a real major risk of wrecking. There's been a couple of loose here and there. I am surprised we didn't get that one caution, though. I will admit that is strange. But I mean, everything else that I've seen after that has been clean.
Now let's see where Nelson, excuse me, we'll see where Nelson blends out here to the 91. 91 looks like he's rolling through 3 and 4 right now. Let's see Loxton coming in this time by. Where Ben's at. Yeah, Ben
just
definitely
exiting.
Yep, definitely got better track position here. He's still gonna get I think he might blend in front of Bear here. Oh, and the caution's gonna fly.
Bear is right behind him.
Yeah, but that's gonna put
wow.
him. That's gonna put him. They're gonna be lucky dogs or wave rounds. I mean, I think we're having John Creedler having issues.
Yes, they are. Ooh, that put a massive wrinkle now in the race.
Oh, did the 99 call it he was pitting, and was it missed by Merritt? That looked like the 99 was trying to come pit. No, that was a Merritt. That was a 55. 55 of Thomas Volano. I guess missed the cue. The 99 was pitting and just slammed right into the back of him. And that's a tough break for the 99 because he was actually a lap down. He had to come to pit lane anyways. And that's really going to shake things up because you know what? That's probably what Johnny and Kobe wanted to see. Even Alex Chase. Alex Chase will be starting P3 here.
Yeah. Currently we have 7 cars on the lead lap because of that. That's a lot of cars down. But now we've got everybody coming in, so I mean, we'll really see how it all sets in now, but
I'm kind of curious. We're gonna extend this out to the top 18 because I want to see those are the guys all only a lap down. This is the last time all these guys came to pit lane. So Fisher, unfortunately, is gonna have to pit, and so is Durr. They have not came and got green flag pit stops. Other than that, everyone else that was a lap down should be able to get their lap back as long. No, Owen still scored a lap down somehow. Huh.
Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention to it, and it seems odd.
I think my SDK
Nelson's
is screwing up.
Nelson's came back on the lead lap. Saying Chad Bear is still a lap down.
That's what I'm saying. Saying Chad Bear, Creeler, and Owen and Williams are all still a lap down, but they were a lap down when they came to pit lane, so I think my SDK isn't working.
Are you talking about the 719 of Daniel Williams?
30 of Owen.
And now it seems like it's slowly rolling. Now, okay, now it's updating.
No, actually, you know what?
Slow.
As a matter of fact, the 91 and the 79 would have been the first cars only a lap down. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I'm just looking at this now. Christian Loxton coming in when he did, short pitting it by a couple laps, he jumped in front of Bear and Nelson.
He pitted what? 3 laps ahead?
It doesn't tell me because
something like that?
It don't tell me because they haven't done enough laps, but at least 2 laps, maybe 3.
Yeah, so I mean Nelson's essentially on
No,
brand
my
new fresh
apologies.
tire.
Loxton was on pit lane when that caution flew.
Oh, well, I mean, you can't really complain about that now, can you?
I mean, when it puts you a lap down.
Lap down, yeah, but I mean, he put himself way back up there for sure. But I mean, still not ideal.
Looks like we're like green flag racing with only 12 on the lead lap. And when it comes to me, I wouldn't mind seeing this caution because these cars doing 100 straight laps of green, it is not an easy task.
No, I mean you're going so fast that you're essentially just sweating buckets, just trying to be like, all right, I need to stay straight. Okay, I can't run into this guy. I can't. Please don't hit the wall again. There's a lot going on there, so I mean, yeah, having a little bit of a breather for everybody right now, just be like, okay.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
The green has been held off. I think maybe to give these late rounds time to catch up, possibly. And now here's a big question. We'll have 28 to go when we go green flag racing. I don't know if that's enough time for Bear and Nelson to pass all these guys in front of them and be able to contend for the win. Maybe Bear. Maybe.
I agree. But here's what I'm looking at right now. I see why this caution's been extended, because the order of everything has been all messed up. That's why. I'm seeing
hold on a second.
Johnny
Tommy, it's because I'm looking at YouTube chat, not Twitch. My bad. I see you, though.
I'm seeing Johnny Brugg at 1. Look who's number 2.
Yep, Kobe Sutphin up. Oh, Lord. How many is that? 21 spots where he started at?
Yep. He missed qualifying and has all pushed his way up to 2nd. This is a wild drive.
I think if anyone can do this in 91, we saw the 91 have really good long run speed. And I'll tell you what, the big break of that caution, Mitchell Williams.
Green, green, green.
I think out of anyone, that caution, Mitchell Williams got a big break out of that caution. Because he
100%.
pitted on lap 40, and then he ran that
Yellow
sucker
flag
dry, and we were
down.
going to get a yellow flag.
Yeah, 100%.
He will
I
go
completely
for
agree.
the finish. Daniel R. Williams, leads the 719 having issues, all in the back of the pack. My guess is a big checkup, and he just had nowhere to go. Oh, they like checked up, and then the 709 hit the throttle again. That was weird. Right on board here is a 709 to see what he saw, because it looked like he got out of the gas and then got back in it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I tell you what, though, that caution is a big break for Ben and all them. That just got the wave around, that went back on the lead lap. Let's put them back lined up behind the rest of the lead lap cars, so they don't have to pass all those lap cars now. Now it's feasible for Nelson and Bear.
Yeah, I think now this is going to be. I'll be honest with you. I think basically, from what I can see, what 1, 2, 3. Essentially, from our top 8, I think it's going to be tight. Just tight racing all the way through. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like between Johnny and Kobe. I want to see what Kobe's going to be like up front here.
The corner got lucky, dog, that last caution. Not the one we just had, the one before it. I think that last caution, I believe Fishier got it. I think Fishier is a lap down. Thomas said in chat he will Kobe it before finish. Well, we got a caution here. Let's go ahead and bring down the man in the lead. Lord. Let's go ahead and bring it down to Rocket Man. Rocket Man, Johnny, bro, you got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Hey, man, out there leading the race, caught a big break with that caution. Was that what you were hoping for? Did you not feel like you had the speed to keep up with him on the long run?
Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, I was hoping. I just had a hunch that someone was gonna spin going into pit road or something like that. The caution was gonna come out, and I was a couple seconds behind those two. I figured even if the caution doesn't come out, maybe I can get some fresher tires for the end of the race if it went green. But worked out. Would have worked better if we would have stayed green on that last restart because they were trapped behind lap cars, it seems. But this will make it interesting.
All right, man, I got to ask you, with the track seem like it's cooling down a little bit, does it feel any different in that car? Is it getting more tighter, looser? Like, how's that car handling as the race is going on?
I would say it's a little more grounded to the track, not as slippery, but also that could force you to burn the right front off, so gonna have to be careful with it.
All right, man, you're going to go back green flag race. It was 22 to go. I mean, is it go time to go balls to the wall, or is it kind of you still in tire saving mode here for a little bit longer?
It's got to be a little like 75% go mode, 25% save, because it's not necessarily a short run, but it's not necessarily a long run either. So I am going to try and get a little gap if I can while treating my tires as best as possible.
All right, man, restarting P1 here, 22 to go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you ask me, I tend to like tracks that have this, not progression, what's the word I'm looking for? This this progression going from day to night, track cooling off, because a lot of times you see drivers who seem to struggle a little bit, they start making way toward the front as the track starts cooling off. And it gets a lot more racing with the cooler track, too. We just need to know whose mustache is twisted up.
Gary, did you say the new mic is working now and I can talk into this? I'm going to be on the screen.
What? I can't hear you. What the heck?
Gary, it's good. Sure. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was having some mic pack issues up here in the booth. I had to make Carrie hook me up with a new one, so I had to make sure there was a sound. It is coming through, Carrie. Sweet, thank you.
You
So
sounded so quiet. I was like, you there?
Yeah, no, I was just kind of getting everything sorted out with everything here. Sorry about that.
Alright, Brugg, Sutphin going to lead us to green here. Chase, Woods, row 2, Williams and Locks in row 3.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flies. Brugg getting a really good launch there. Restarts are on the leader here. I don't think they have the restart zone on, but I think you have to go in the restart zone.
I'm not 100% sure about that. Let me consult my info tab here since I'm sitting in the pits.
In the meantime, we're going to keep our eyes on these two guys who are at the front of the field really all race long. Bear and Nelson going to have to make their way through traffic with only 22 laps to go, and they're making some moves and quick.
Yep, they are definitely pushing each other through. They've got their line. They're rolling right now. Are they about to make it 3 wide coming out of 2? Yes, they are.
And look how dominant that high line is. Ooh, Bear getting a little bit loose, having to collect the car, still coming off the corner with a run.
And we're still rolling essentially 3 wide here. All the way through. Like, I mean, 750 into Nelson. That's got to be a caution.
Yellow flag
There it
out.
is.
I was busy actually looking to see who I wanted to switch over to. I didn't catch what happened there.
750 tried to get in front of the 79. 79 got a little bit too much of a run coming out of 4. 750 up into the nose and around they went.
I don't think the 750 realized the run Nelson had, and with these cars, we're rewinding again, we're slow it down a little bit more. That bump right there is all it takes for these ARCA cars to get turned around. It's not like the next gen. I don't even think you can take a bump like that in the next gen, because that's right there on the right rear quarter panel, and it's just going to send 750 into the wall. Loxon got turned as well off the nose of the 9. Oh, hard impact! Mitchell, oh my lord, holy cow! Oh, and another impact.
I think in the next gen, it might have not been as bad again, just because of that verticality and that wedge of the nose. It would be a tough call, but I mean, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's into the quarter panel. There's really not much either of them can do there. I mean, Nelson just had a massive run, and
what's right along here with Loxon, and this is just some hard impacts he got here.
Oh my God, the pile
almost
just
on the
happened
roof,
so far down.
And then the Bart Hoek nowhere to go.
That's a rough crash.
Oh, and Nelson actually got back into the wall. Michael Nash had nowhere to go, bounced off the car spinning around, and it put Benjamin Nelson into the wall.
Yep.
Oof.
And it just kept going. It just kept going as it went further and further back in the field.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I've noticed a lot about these Gen 4s. These crashes happen so fast, and there's literally nowhere for you to go.
Yeah, and that's essentially what happened with everybody there. I mean, they were pretty much so tight together, and they really had to, like, bob and weave. They were playing real dodgeball out there, honestly. You go low, you're into somebody. You go high, you're into somebody. You pick a lane, I mean, you've got nowhere to go.
Thomas, I'll bring that up if Bro gets podium. So, another league I run has a dude named Matt Forens, and this dude, I think he runs here sometimes. He's running the Cup Series. This dude had like a full-blown mustache, like with the handlebars, or you want to call it, and everything. And he just said we need a mustache for us, Brugg and Forens. And for you at home who have never are new to watching this league, I'll show you what we're talking about because he actually had the picture of him. There's the picture of Brugg, and that's why he said Brugg and Forns need to have a mustache for. That's funny.
Yeah,
I like that one, Tommy.
I gotta wait for my my monitor to catch up so I can see this mustache here. Just let me.
Yeah, I don't have a picture of Matt's, but that's Brugg's. Matt's is the same. Matt's looks the same basically. I think Matt's is a little bit better though. It's a little more grown out.
That is quite the mustache, I will say.
You ever seen
That
1,000
is
Ways
quite
to
the
Die in the
mustache.
West, or what is it, 1,000,000 Ways to Die in the West? That's like when I see those type of mustaches, just the first thing I think of is the old Wild West.
That man looks like he walked into the local saloon and said, "Give me all the money in your register. Put the money in the bank."
Ethan Owens saying, can he see the
Love it.
replay? We'll go back and, we got time. We'll go back and find it one more time. There's Ethan Owens crashing. We'll watch it from... Actually, this is after the wreck. That's after the wreck, too. So we'll go ahead and watch it from the 750. Ethan said he wanted a replay, so we'll go ahead and show it one more time for Ethan Owens. How did Ethan get involved in this? Oh, he just had nowhere to go. Oh, actually he got plowed into by the 720. I kind of want to get on board now because what was the 720 doing?
From what I could see, it was a lot of pressing on the gas and not a lot of brake pressure being applied.
I mean, that is
From where that
yeah.
started pretty much all the way back, there was a lot of it.
That was
I think the 720 and the 30 had the same idea, and just the 720 didn't see it in time.
See, I'm so quick to get on the brakes. Sometimes I'm a little too quick to get on the brakes. But I mean, that wreck was happening good 2 or 3 seconds before the 720 even got there, and it's just like you hear him let off the gas, but it's just I don't know.
I think I think he thought he would have been safe if he went down and kept it rolling.
Oh, for sure, but I mean,
I think that's because I'll be honest, I probably would have done the same thing, but my foot would have been on the brake. Yeah, he would have been. In all honesty, he would have been totally fine if the. Yeah, if the 30 didn't come down, then it was totally fine.
back green flag Racing Bears made his way up to second. Kobe all the way back to fifth. I wonder if he pit there. Let's take a quick look at that. See what Kobe. Yes, Kobe is on fresh tires actually. 91 sending in super deep into turn 3. Gonna lose a lot of drive off though. Actually, no, he went through that corner really well. I thought he was gonna lose a lot of momentum, but he's right there at that quarter panel, the one at the end of turn 1. Johnny Brugg, last week's technical winner. After the official results were released, he started last season 4 straight wins, looking to try to start this season off the same way. But he's going to have to fend off that very fast 91 good wrench scheme. Oh, he slides right in front of the nose of Brugg. And these two got to be careful of battling like this, because it's going to open the door for the car in third to catch up. Brugg putting a slide job on himself.
Ooh, did anyone get loose there a little? He is. He's a little loose.
Yeah, 91 was a really bad corner exit off of 2.
I'm watching the 810 here. He just got up to 4th, and he's got the whole low line, and there he goes making the move on the inside. And he is around the 709 going into turn 1. I think the 810 made the smart call taking tires there. I think he's going to run these guys down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the tires are that old, but we saw a 2-second fall off in 30 laps. I mean, Actually, as I say that, you get there on 19 and 23 lap old tires. So 8-10 making a very smart move. Could be the race-winning move, taking those tires when he did.
I think it is. He's driving aggressive right now, and like I said, they're on lap 90. They've only got 10 to go here. I think he's got the tire. He's at least getting around the 91. I don't think he's going to catch Johnny. He doesn't look like he has the speed, but I mean, he's flying right now.
He was passing a car on the low line last time by, was still a 10th quicker than Brugg. This time by, 10 to go officially here. Johnny, Kobe still a 10th quicker.
It's gonna be tough. We'll see what happens if TJ pushes a little too hard and gets 8-10 a little loose coming out of 2. They lost him a lot of speed. Yes, sorry. Why do I keep calling him TJ?
That's like the third time you've done it.
Well, sometimes I wish TJ would be up at the front of the field instead of getting black flagged at the start of the race.
Was it not TJ that had a oh crap moment last season and almost slammed into the barrels?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That looks like that freshness of the tires may have worn off. As they say that 91 having trouble off the turn 2. Kobe Suffin going to take advantage of it.
I was going to say he already had a run starting coming out of 4, and 91 got a little loose, but look who we've got on the inside of Chad right now.
Yeah, and here comes Michael Nash. Michael Nash take a quick look at his stint lengths. Michael Nash on fresh tires as well.
Yes, he was involved in that last wreck, so I believe that the crew worked a little bit quick to repair that car. I think that's what got him out where he's at right now, so I think it's going to be a 2-car race to push to get up to Brugg. I didn't say TJ this time.
And that gap is 0.6 of a second and closing fast as we take a quick look at lap time history between Kobe and Brugg. See it down low. If it's in the orange, that driver was slower, and Brugg 0.2 slower last time by.
Yeah, I think we're really gonna now see a big push here from Kobe and Nash. Nelson was actually even involved in that last wreck too, and he's
made his way up
making his way.
Yeah. That gap now down to a 4.6, 4.8, 5.0 as they exit turn 4. Last time by, I think Brugg may have been a little bit faster. He was. Kobe really struggled off a corner exit. And Nelson is charging hard on the outside lane.
Yep, and Nash is putting the pressure on Kobe as well. So here we go. This is going to be where the race is at. It's going to be a matter of if Johnny's going to be able to stay ahead of these guys. But your race right now is between these 3 cars, in my opinion. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about.
5 to go. That gap is 0.5. Kobe about 0.5 quicker. He's going to have to bump it up a gear if he wants to be able to catch this one and be able to pass them. As they say that Nash trying to make a move on the outside. Can't quite do it. Get in the wall he goes.
Yep. Tried to push it a little too hard on corner exit and just push it up too far.
I think Kobe's just getting into the corner in turn 4. Turn 3 too much. 4 to go this time by. Still a 0.5 second lead for Brugg. I mean, Kobe's catching, but just not fast enough. Coming to 4 to go.
Nelson's going to get a big run off of 2 here. There's that run.
Nelson sending it in deep.
Yeah, I had a feeling he ran that high side, and I just saw it. It's coming right here.
Oh, and Kobe getting loose on corner exit.
Pushing it a little too hard again. He's got to watch it now.
Nelson has really closed the gap. Last time by, Nelson 0.3 quicker, and that gap is 0.3.
Another massive run coming out of 2 again.
And here's the kicker. We saw so many outstanding battles between these 2 to finish the race off multiple times last season. We're going to see another great battle here. Coming to 2 to go this time by. Brugg, the leader. Can he hold off Nelson on fresher tires?
Brugg is really going to have to play his mirrors now. He's got to run his line, but he's got to stay.
Oh, Nelson gets into the wall. But Brugg has...
That's all he's got to do.
No, Brugg got loose.
All Brugg has to do is play his mirror right now to keep him on the outside. But here we go. He's just going to go in, and he's on way fresher tires. He should be able to get him here.
You think
There
with
it
that
is.
high
Got him.
line? Oh, yeah, I think Nelson got him.
Yep, he's got him just barely. But there's a tiny gap that you can maybe fit a piece of paper between.
I don't think Brugg has
Last
anything
lap
left
as
in the
well.
tank.
White flag.
Oh, as I say that, Ben washes up the track.
Brugg crosses him over a little bit, but will he be able to catch?
I think Brugg was trying to do the bump and run. Can't quite do it. Gonna try to look for some momentum off a corner exit.
He was definitely trying to run him a little much. He didn't get enough of it. Checker flag.
Nelson gonna win the race. Brugg P2. Sept in third. Kevin Nash again. Michael Nash P4. And Chad Bear coming across P5. I've said that so many times. It's not even funny.
Diesel with the return yet again. Let's go.
What a race that was.
A 0.189 separating the top two.
You know what? We started last season. First 5 races were all decided less than half a second, and we're at that point again.
Yep.
And these are cars putting out 800 plus horsepowers. I mean, and Ben had to drive the absolute wheels off that car. He basically had to make his way from the back after getting involved in that last wreck. Somehow came through and won the race.
I think he started. He restarted like close to the front of that pack.
Find out here. Where when the green flag was. Give me a second. There's the green flag. I just saw it. Yep. Okay. Let's see where Nelson was here on his restart.
7th.
7th. So that's not an easy task.
No, from that close, and I mean, especially just seeing the names that were in front of him here. Honestly, like we had Nash, Kobe,
Bear.
Obviously, we had Brugg, Bear. Like those were like our top 4 or 5 drive, like literally like our top 4 or 5 drivers that we were watching all day or all night rather. So I mean, not even though it is Nelson, and I mean we're used to seeing him, you know, come from the infield garage, miss the start of the race, come back, lap everybody, and win. I mean, we've all seen it, but
we've seen races where Nelson can go get himself a hot dog and a slushie from his local 7-Eleven, come back and still win the race.
Like if you've ever seen you know, one of the greatest movies ever created, Talladega Nights. Fun fact, the gentleman that got out of the car that got Ricky Bobby in there, that was actually Nelson, because that's what he does. He just hops out of the car, just goes to grab, you know, just gets the glizzy, and then just gets back in the car and still wins. I mean, he's an absolute animal.
Well, we got some people in podium finish. If you want to go ahead and drag him up. I'll drag up 3rd place finisher, Mr. Kobe Sutphin. What is going on, Kobe?
Oh, not much. Been a while, buddy.
Yeah, it has been a while, dude. You start 23rd. I don't know if you missed qualifying or you just wanted to start in the rear and show off your speed. You start off in the rear. You're up there for a contention at the win. Talk us through those closing laps and what you think you could have done differently to chase down Brugg. Or actually Nelson, because he won the race.
That's true. I mean, Brugg was definitely fast, but congratulations to Benjamin for winning that race. I ended up actually joining with like 1:11 left, so I didn't get to qualify. I didn't get to do anything. I was like, oh, hey, they're racing. Why not? But yeah, the only thing I could do differently is hold my line better. It was horrible. I tried 3 different things between diamonding and going high, going low, braking earlier. Like I tried everything possible to beat them, and they were just killing it. They were fast.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching you. Honestly, like from the start of the race to the end, I had my eyes like on you the whole time, like watching your line, like just honestly, like blowing the doors off people, just ripping past them. I mean, you had the speed going. Like, I'm not going to knock that on you at all. You were actually a really like a surprise driver to watch and a pleasure to watch at that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, my last win here was in the next gens. actually, in a super loose car. It was horrible. But yeah, we were diamonding it. I actually came back from a 17-second lead, or like lead from the leader. Oh my god, it was crazy. But yeah, I appreciate I put on a show for you guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of secretly rooting for you, man. Get that win. You were the first car on fresher tires. It just seemed like you ate them up a little too much trying to get around that 91, and Ben was just waiting for you guys to roast your tires up to be there at the end.
Yeah, that was the whole reason why I pit. Well, actually, there was two reasons I pit. One, I'm terrible at restarts because I only have one monitor. But two is tires. I knew I was burning them up. I expected Brug to kind of drop off a little bit more, but he just didn't. So I was like, okay, well, gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, I think if you had about another 10 laps in that run, like especially after that, I think you had the pace to catch him. It was just there just wasn't enough time left in the race. I loved the call because I was like, wow, that's nice. I liked it. Great aggressive play.
Appreciate it. Hey, that's what the nickname's for, the aggressor.
All right, man. You come across P3. You were there at the end. You fight for the win. Fell a little bit short, dude. Congratulations, though.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the broadcast. I always check in every once in a while to see how things are going. So
Oh, and Tommy said he's disappointed in you. Don't talk to him anymore.
I'm disappointed in myself too. It's okay.
All right, man. Congratulations.
GG. Thanks for the broadcast.
All right, next we'll pull in the Rocket, man. Johnny Brugg. Seems like that Rocket ran out of fuel a little bit there coming towards the end. Man, you were there at the end. You and Ben have put on some amazing battles in the closing laps of more races than I can count. Ben getting the edge on this one, dude. You were great not pitting and taking tires there.
No, I had to stay out. There's no way I would have thought to try and take tires there. I mean, he did have a slight tire advantage there at the end. I mean, I think that did end up helping him. But there's no way anybody's coming in for tires like that without, being involved in a wreck, which is the reason he went in there to grab tires.
I mean, you say that, and Kobe went and got tires, and he was trying to chase you down too. But
Oh, no. Kobe stayed out.
He came and got tires.
When?
Mm-hmm.
That last caution.
I didn't know that. I thought he stayed behind me the whole time in P2.
No, he came and got tires because Chad Barry lined up outside you on that restart.
Ah, okay. Well, didn't work out for him, so yeah, that's why I didn't go grab tires.
Well, man, I do gotta tell you something we had in the comments in the chat. Thomas Stanley said you and Matt Florence need to have a mustache duel.
That we do. We talked about it.
Oh, I guess actually.
Relentless. When I was in Victory Lane over there last week in that league. I heard he's got a pretty killer mustache as well. So
yeah,
I've yet to see it though.
I might have to convince him to come run one of these races one of these weeks so we can do a good side by side comparison of you guys.
Yeah, I'm down. I know he is in this league. I don't know if he races. I don't know if he's ever raced this series, but he will show up to the
Cup Series.
Fridays, or Super Speedway Series occasionally too on Friday nights, I believe. Could be wrong.
Well, I mean, you technically came in P2 2 weeks in a row, but you guys want to get technical over a couple of centimeters. But what a great start to that season. Finishing first and second, and I think every race last week you got top two, but except for that last race was the only race you finished top two. So you start off strong here. Next week we go to Iowa. Pretty cool you guys have it on the schedule. Just so happens to line up. Cup Series is going to Iowa next season.
Very excited about that. Finally.
If I remember correctly, these cars actually put on some really good racing at short track. Surprisingly, with how tough these cars are to handle. Hopefully we have a good show out next week, and probably gonna see you back up here in the podium finishers next week.
That's the plan. I've never actually, surprisingly enough, I've never raced this car at Iowa yet. I raced the ARCA car at Iowa a ton of times, but every time I've put Iowa on the schedule for this car, I've had to miss, unfortunately. It's one of my favorite tracks.
All right, man.
Looking forward to it.
Well, congrats on that P2 and one hell of a battle you and Ben had once again here to end the race.
Thank you.
All right. Can't drag him down. There we go. Oh no, I drug Dustin down. Wrong person.
Ah,
Nice. We'll bring in our
where am I?
our race winner, Benjamin Nelson. I think you can call that wreck a blessing in disguise. You fight through the field, restart in P7, collect that win in the closing laps, dude. Talk us through that race, and one of the main questions I got for you is, did you learn your lesson after that first green flag stop that, hey, maybe I should come in when these guys come in?
I mean, maybe it was just tough to manage tires. For sure, I feel like I didn't want to pit too far away from them. I can't give them too much of an advantage. I think it evened out as you saw on the racetrack, but it was pretty hard to pass Chad there. So it would have been nice for me to be in front of him before that, but we didn't get to see how that played out because of the caution. But yeah, I think it was gonna be really interesting even without that.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see you involved in that wreck. Usually you kind of keep that nose clean. It seemed like the 750, I don't think, realized the run you had on the outside line and came up and it was just nowhere for it to go. And these ARCA cars, anytime you hit anywhere on that back end, it's just going to send someone sliding. And unfortunately, you're collecting that. But you bounce back, get the win. Technically 2 in a row. I told Johnny technically he got second 2 races in a row. But you start the season off with a second and a first. Good start to the season. We go racing at Iowa next week. Short track racing, these Gens 4s have always been entertaining, and I can't wait to see what you guys do there.
Well, I want to say I honestly did not expect to even have a shot at Johnny there. Like not even close. I didn't think I was going to. I didn't think I was going to have any pace to that effect. Like thought I was going to be like 2 seconds behind the whole race after that after the wreck because I didn't feel like my tires were going to be an advantage, but I guess they were because I was able to spend it.
I'll put it this way: at lap 30, you guys were at a 2-second fall off to start the
Yeah,
race,
so
and he
it
was
definitely was
on
high.
about 25 lap old tires when you caught him.
Well, I only had like what is it, 3 lap pressure, I think, because he pitted and then we ran 3 laps and wrecked again.
You didn't take tires when? Oh, I thought you took tires when you got wrecked.
I did, so I only had 3 lap, like because he pitted, and then I pitted when I wrecked, which was right after that. So I had like 3 lap pressure or something.
All right, man. Well, congrats on that win, and looking forward to see you guys can do next week at Iowa.
Well, I don't think I'll be there because I'm going to be at the Roval, so I'll be having fun there. I think it's 50-50 whether I'll be at the race or not at Iowa, but I'll try. I can't promise anything though.
You going to Martinsville?
Possibly. I haven't nailed that one down yet, but it's a possibility.
Okay, I'll get with you after the broadcast. Stick around.
All right.
All right, so that will conclude tonight's race. Benjamin Nelson, your race winner, doing a crazy drive all the way from 7th place in, what was it, 12 laps? So 6 positions in 12 laps on a very technical track with a very technical car. Driving the wheels off that thing and shows everyone why he has the nickname the Professor, because every week he seems to take everybody else to class and teach them some lessons.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely done that in the closing laps of this race. I mean, just so smooth, just all the way around. I mean, he had a small bump there just to try to get a little bit of a run, but I mean, again, just knows how to bide his time and when to push.
Yeah, and before we go off, I mean, how about Kobe? He said he came in here with a minute left. Literally came in here with no practice. Makes his way through the field, gets a good break when the caution came out when he did. Still finishes P3, and you gotta wonder if he was in here practicing a little bit, how if that would have changed the outcome of this race. He might have been up there to like that win, but like always, these guys just put on an outstanding show. I think we only had 3 cautions that race. Yeah, 3 cautions. It was just a product of cautions bring cautions after the first one flew.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's definitely what it felt like. That's definitely what it ended up being and looking like as well. So, I mean, and that's always the case. I mean, just like you said, cautions always breed cautions. I mean, it's a given, right? I mean, it's everywhere. It happens everywhere. Right? Restarts are notorious for just wrecking anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is. But that being said, just give me one second. Jerry, are we going to sign that guy to a contract for the team?
What do you mean we don't have the budget? I did not blow it all on Gary's Giddy Up energy drink, I swear.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have to talk to Jerry about financing later.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you guys all next week. We go back live racing at Iowa for 125 laps there. Another transition race from dusk into night. So, I don't know, I've always liked short track racing. I specialize in it, and I always love broadcasting. It puts on a hell of a show.